Hello. Merry Christmas. I am extremely bored. Last night I was sitting in my room thinking about how I can make these long Christmas holidays go just that little bit quicker. And I thought, why not make a video? So here I am, up here in Macduff, making a video on everything that I have been up to since away from university. Wow. A couple things to mention right off the bat. I have never done a vlog before. Please excuse the horrendous lighting. Also, this thing in the corner and the extremely inconsistent angles. And, dare I say, finally, my camera quality. This is all for fun. Please excuse the fact that I have a cold and my nose is blocked, so I sound all like this. Thank you. Alright, my lovelies, I returned home to Macduff on the 15th of December 2019, and since returning, I've realised one thing and one thing only. Food is the aim of the game, and obtaining free food has been and will most likely be my main objective forever. Gaining free food has come quite easily to me over this winter period, and I've been keeping a score on how many festive meals I have consumed. This has included meals at university, from a winter ball to flat Christmas, also work meals and family meals. Surprisingly, I have racked up quite the count over this time. With further observation, I thought to myself, maybe all of this food may have some effect on my body. Keeping in shape and healthy is extremely important to such a girl as me, especially if I am to prepare for the amount of food I plan to absorb on Christmas Day. So, in an attempt to keep my natural physique, I did as all middle-aged women do and did not join a gym, but instead try and become qualified to take part in the female British skateboarding team for the 2020 Olympics. As we all know, 2020 is not far around the corner, so I began my quest pronto, and I've got to say, I am quite a natural. My posture, perfect. The execution of my push, magical. The subtlety and humbleness just flows from me, through my board, and out into the world. I've heard from many that I am simply a joy to watch. Qualifying for the British female skateboarding team is not an easy feat, but I'm positively sure that by summer, I will be more than capable to take on the challenge. I'm simply waiting for my letter to come in the post for my acceptance to join the team and show everyone up. If they decide I'm too amazing to compete, I'll be okay to lower myself to coaching the future team. Being such a talented skateboarder comes with its challenges. The constant paparazzi, the pressure to not disappoint all the children that look up to you, and most importantly, all of the dangerous tricks. In all professional careers, something must go wrong. And my bite that really made the cookie crumble occurred on a moist Tuesday noon, doing as I do, impressing the neighbours with my skills, when all of a sudden, I have fallen. All 20 minutes of training resolving in this disaster. The pain of having fallen right on the bone of my buttocks not only bruised my gluteus maximus, but also bruised my pride as a pro skater. And so I decided, enough with this scandalous game of chance that we call skateboarding. I will no longer suffer the emotional and physical pain that had been brought upon me. For my sake, and my fans, I needed to take a break for a little while. Without skateboarding, I did feel ever so slightly empty inside. I'd lost all hope in the sporting realm. Where will I receive my next rush of adrenaline? I had resorted to slapping myself in the face each morning to ease the pain, until my dear mother suggested, instead of slapping myself in the face with my hand, why not slap yourself in the face with an icy cold 6-foot wall of moving water? Anyway, All of my training had managed to distract me so much that out of nowhere we had reached the day. All my hopes, expectations, and dreams had been waiting for this. What we've all been looking forward to. The main event. The day. Our big boys B-Day. Christmas Day. Obviously, excitement ran through the house, but we run a tight ship here in the Wiseman household, so everything goes on schedule. Now, just a disclaimer that I'm never one to brag about gifts, as I feel it's a real shame sometimes to show off your expenses to the more unfortunate people. But there was one gift that I was particularly excited to share with you. I was given a Christmas crown made of blue papier. It's sleek and fits my head so perfectly, I feel I personally resemble the person I was meant to be, a Norwegian queen from 1806. Also, in light of my very well-known curiosity towards the thought of knowing what the perspective of a fish sees underwater, I was graciously given the gift of knowledge, a tool to answer such a question, a fish eye lens. Therefore, the next section of my video clips will all be in the perspective of a fish, so I may share the joy with you. Now, continuing with the day, may I take you back to the... My Christmas morning was going ever so smoothly. However, what still loomed over me was the dread and disappointment of not being able to kick that sick trick. Taking my dear mother's advice, I decided to press pause on Christmas Day in order to itch my scratch for adrenaline, making my mother drive me to the nearest beach possible. After the Wiseman's yearly head-shaving ceremony, we were off and ready to take on the ocean. The temperature outdoors was a tropical 4 degrees Celsius, and don't even get me started on that oh-so-cozy outdoor water blanket. In order to feel the full effects of the spicy cold water, I made the decision to scrap the moist suit and to just go for it in my flimsy swimming suit. Now, to say it was cold is a drastic under-exaggeration that could not even scratch the surface of what I was going through. My legs had never felt such a temperature as this. The ice demons were gnawing at my kneecaps, and I've got to say, I did not enjoy it. However, after much internal examination into why I was reacting this way, made me realize that once I had said goodbye to the feeling in my lower body, I felt a lot more liberated. Every time a wave crossed over my torso, I wanted to scream and cry, but I'm proud to say I lasted in the wild liquid for over 3 minutes. Saying goodbye to the big blue was really an eye-opener for me as I returned home. I realized that although I lost all feeling in my butt, what I gained was appreciation for the little things in life, and how easy it is to take and receive, but sometimes it's always nice to be... Back to presents! My festive Duke gave me the energy and motivation to soar through my day with high hopes. There's not much to tell for Christmas Day, as I suppose it's like everyone's. Presents, food, and family. And Christmas with the Wisemans is not much different, except we have a yearly sing-song. No matter how lovely our voices sounded praising the Christmas spirit, it was not impressing my dog Cyrus. I decided I would let him escape the cacophony of noise coming from the side room and move him into the quiet room, which is where I found my brother also residing. My expectations of peace and quiet to come from this room were quickly overruled when I sat by my brother and he handed over to me a Christmas gift of hatred and insult.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Truly hurt by this, I tried taking comfort in my grandparents' dog, and furthermore my dear mother.
I want the moon. I want you to pull a lasso round it and pull it down.
Obviously, no sympathy was coming my way, so I decided that Christmas was over. So I made everyone pack their bags and leave. And that was it for Christmas 2019 with the Wisemans. I've got to give it a solid 6 out of 10, my only complaint being this noisy boy. Till next year, my lovelies.